Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to another game between Sock and 120. This game taking place here on Turtle Rock as we see 120 spawning as the red undead. Meanwhile, over here at what I'll call the 5 o'clock position, we have Sock spawning as the blue human. Is she by chance a Leo? I don't even know my zodiac, so I don't know if she is a Leo or not. But if she is, then well, then more power to her name. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down here. This is going to be a human versus undead matchup, and unfortunately for Sock this time around, it is not cross spawns. Normally, human players do benefit from trying to, well, creep out a close spawn here, but with the militia clear, close spawns is going to cause problems, and also the item that is dropped by this level 6 Forest Troll Warlord is incredibly powerful. That Forest Troll Warlord item, with the help of militia clearing out these Forest Troll Berserkers, gives human players a distinctive advantage. Now, the expansion off over here can also be built fairly fast, but it is a little bit more exposed than the main base. Is it Dreadlord first? Really? No, it's Death Knight. Oh, Dreadlord first, please. Praying for a Dreadlord first. No, probably not going to be happening anytime soon. Just wondering, why do you always mark player location by an o'clock position? Just to never use it during the game? Well, I reference it during the early portion of the game just because some people have said I usually start a game and then I walk away for 2 minutes while listening to you, so I can imagine what's happening in the game, and I'm not surprised when I get back into it. Alright, Death Knight gonna make its way out. Death Coil onto the Footman. The Footman just standing here saying, hey, what's going on? Got hit by this blast of death. But hey, he's like, you know what? I just got hit by a blast of death. Let me see where that blast of death came from, and now he's getting hit by a blast of ice instead, getting slowed down and being forced to run back. Death Knight, on the other hand, here coming across, used another death coil, got some damage onto the Archmage, as the Archmage will be forced to back up here. Are we going to see perhaps some kills onto some of those skeletal minions? That does provide a little bit of experience. Oh, this Footman is going to be in position. Oh, it could have gotten one more shot off, and I believe it actually did, giving a little bit of experience there to the Archmage. Archmage sitting at 132, maybe it got one kill, as the Archmage now heads back off to the center position of the map. Now, 120 is opening up. He is getting Halls of the Dead, and it looks like he's trying to build an additional building here. Not quite sure what it's going to be. Could be the graveyard in order to protect the Acolytes while they're mining. Meanwhile, Footmen are all laid out across the map. Not doing any serious creeping as of yet. We can see that the ghouls are looking to clear out the sea turtle hatchling creep camp, able to do it very fast, as the Archmage is now at the opposite end of the map looking to clear another sea turtle creep camp as well. Experience during the early portion of the game, incredibly important. How fast you get that Brilliance Aura has a profound impact throughout the remainder of the game. As well, the Archmage just ends up missing out on mana when it is on the cusp of uneven level. You could die very easily there? Oh. Okay. Archmage now making its way over here. Gonna go ahead and clear out the Ogre Warrior creep camp at the 3 or 2 o'clock position, denying experience from that Lich. When the Lich makes its way out, normally the Death Knight and the Lich move together to try to get a bit of experience. It is not uncommon for an Archmage to get to level 3 before a Death Knight gets to level 1, but still, the Death Knight and the Lich, with the help of Crypt Fiends, are able to move out very fast and clear out a lot of creep camps. Archmage still wandering around here, gonna head off to the north and clear out another relatively easy creep camp that is at the other end of the map. Now, maintaining and using creeps is one of the big differences in Warcraft 3 and one of the subtle nuances of this game as a real-time strategy. If you consider creeps as a type of resource in Warcraft 3, which it is in fact is, because it provides you gold and provides your hero experience. Whenever you steal it from your opponent, when they go looking for it later, it's not going to be there. So consider it like a treasure chest that you have to work really hard for, well, including the items. And once you get it, you know that your opponent cannot get it. And that does end up giving a bit of an experience advantage later on. Now, creeps do have diminishing returns, less experience after that first level, down to 0 experience at level 5, so you can't get to level 6. At that point, you want to make sure you start engaging against your opponent while they are not maxed out on experience, as you can get to level 6 faster. If you give your opponent the opportunity to catch up in terms of experience, say you're level 5 compared to level 3, and then you do more creeping, they do more creeping, you're at level 5 compared to 4.5 and 5, well, you've lost that advantage. Yes, Arya? Oh, Archmage goes for a Fire Lord instead of the Mountain King. Interestingly enough, he's going to also pick up a Gauntlet of Ogre Strength here, 75 additional hit points as the Archmage now moves out. This is a very, very heavy strategy, as we're going to be looking at, well, Arcane Towers or Scout Towers being placed down as well. Militia joining in on the fight. This is, as we said, close spawns. And because it is close spawns, Sok is actually using it to his advantage to try and clear out his opponent's base. Once these guard towers are up, that is going to cause a lot of problems as the ghouls are now being brought over. Once the militia turn back into their peasant form, they are just going to be trying to auto-repair. Lava spawns, however, not very close to trying to split, and that could be the downside right now, as a lava spawn splitting is actually incredibly, incredibly powerful. Alright, that lava spawn going to go ahead and just disappear. More damage to be had. That ghoul getting taken out. Archmage and the Fire Lord are here, ready to go. Lich, is it going to make it out? I do not know. I do not think so. Acolyte trying to get into position. Does not get it. The Death Knight gets the level 2. But the towers are going to be up. Alright, Footmen with nothing really to counteract them. This game may be short as the Death Knight now tries to run back. 3 guard towers are up and operational. More Crypt Fiends are going to be added. Slaughterhouse not training up meat wagons. Not quite sure what is going on there, as the Fire Lord still in the backfield trying to, well, get off some more attacks. Attacking the Black Citadel is not going to be doing very much right now. Its hit points are far too high, and it is too close to the Haunted Gold Mine, making it easy for the Acolytes to do any sort of repairing. Blacksmith being added. Are we going to see a Blacksmith followed by Cannon Towers? I do not think so, but that would be absolutely hilarious, as the Death Knight now teleports all the way to the very back here. Destroyers are currently getting added in. Are the Destroyers going to be enough? We are now getting into the workshop. Building the workshop inside the base. We are going to be looking at the Archmage using a Clarity Potion, heading back, picking up a Scroll of Regeneration in order to heal up all of these low hit point footmen that are just sitting in the backfield. Firelord taking far too much damage. Black Citadel constantly under repair right now, and this is still eating a bit of the economy of the undead. Alright. Destroyers still being added once more. Guard towers. What's going to be happening next? Flying machines. No, mortar teams. Alright, so mortar teams are now being added. Did the Archmage pick up a Clarity Potion for the Fire Lord? No, he did not. A little bit of a mistake right there, as the Fire Lord Lava Spawn going to absolutely get well, destroyed here. Alright, the workshop should be ready to lob out some units here in just a second. 2 obsidian statues. Death Knight needs to get up to level 3 or at least save up a good amount of mana, as the Acolytes are still repairing. 1 mortar team in the back says, you know what? I'm going to make you pull more Acolytes to try and repair, as the Destroyers are going to go ahead. 1 Destroyer, 2 Destroyers in the air. Can they fight this back off? That is a big question. Mana is being lost here as the Black Citadel is lost. Did the Death Knight pick up an Orb of Corruption? No, it did not. That is a big, big deal once more, as we are trying to get more and more units into the air. Ghouls are trying to run back again, as we are still looking at the guard towers poking away at the crypt. Alright, mortar teams getting in some big damage. Flying machines now being added, as you can take a look. Well, the Destroyers are here in the air going after the guard tower. Flying machines coming across. Is it going to be able to take down a Destroyer? Down to 27 hit points, 30, down to 10, and it does get taken down. Meanwhile, the Fire Lord trying to retreat. Another flying machine getting taken down again, as the crypt will end up falling here in just a moment. Flying machines still engaging here. Mortar teams just shell-shocking this position. And how can 120 attempt to even hold on to this spot? Death Knight sitting at level 3. More obsidian statues are being added. One guard tower now taken down. This is a very much all-in strategy. As you can take a look, destroyers are now making their way over, trying to take down another building here. Death Coil does save one. Gonna go perhaps after the mortar team. Mortar team gets taken out very fast here. One more shot. There it goes, as the Death Knight is gonna even try and save these Crypt Fiends. No, it is not. Just wandering back around again. All right, Flying Machines may try to get into position here, and the Death Knight says, you know what? I'm gonna bring the fight to your base, as this obsidian statue, well, stuck between a rock and a hard pace. All right, we see 30 seconds until we are going to be revealed right now. Death Knight in a serious bit of trouble, as we are looking at the Flying Machines making their way over. All right, a little bit more attacking. Death Coil is able to heal some of those units. No web, though. If the Crypt Fiends can get web, no Crypt to even research web. That is the main problem. One obsidian statue in the back, slowly getting up more and more mana again. What is happening as the Destroyer's able to make its way inside? Death Knight is going to be able to get a Death Coil off onto all those units. Obsidian statues need to be healing. You can see some Devour magic once more, as the units are getting healed slowly but surely. Another obsidian statue now back out. Are we going to see some more mana being regenerated first? I believe so. Essence of Mana, Essence of Blight, both being used to try and keep that Death Knight back up, as we do see some Absorb Mana. Yeah, Absorb Mana to try and take down those Flying Machines, and that splash damage is hitting multiple units. Flying Machines are getting taken down. Death Knight getting closer to level 4, as those units do give a good amount of experience still, as the Skeletal Minions are now looking to back up again. All right, more Absorb Mana coming across here. Another Destroyer up into the air. Are we getting up more units? I do not think so, as we are supply blocked. Destroyer, Death Coil takes out a mortar team right there. Massive repairs getting underway as the Destroyer backs up, but it could get taken down still. Massive repairs still underway here, as the Destroyers unable to finish off the guard towers. This could be the end of this, as the Paladin is now out onto the field. A 35 supply compared to 35 supply. Obsidian statue trying to get away, very low on hit points, will be able to hide in the very back as an Acolyte being brought over to repair. Destroyers, well, trying to hold on to this game so far. Acolytes trying to repair still. Still some more Absorb Mana, as this Destroyer about to go into the air as well. Death Knight, Flying Machines engaging again. Still no web. Death Knight now gets up to level 4. This Destroyer does get taken down. Death Knight did not have enough mana, as a guard tower is once again lost. Riflemen being added in as well. That medium armor going to make them very difficult for the Undead army to fight off. Again, as we are looking at, well, an engagement here. Flying Machines are right there. They're going to go ahead and try and focus down some of these Destroyers. Is there going to be enough units? They're now trying to pull back, trying to separate all of those Flying Machines, and that's actually working fairly well. Also, the Devour magic causing problems as the lava spawns, and these units are all getting taken down again. Firelord has fallen at level 1, as the Death Knight tries to go after those remaining units. Remember, though, the Firelord is still only at level 1. Meanwhile, the Death Knight is at level 4, and that damage is going to start to add up more and more. Death Knight getting very close to level 5, as we do not have an additional Obsidian statue yet. Crypt Fiend now taken out. There's a new Obsidian statue. Sorry, another one now being trained up. The Death Knight needs mana and hit points. It looks as though that one Obsidian statue using the trick in order to get both Essence of Might and Essence of Blight and Essence of Mana. Yes, Arya? A level 5 Death Knight is going to be very strong with those level 3 Death Coils, but it needs to get there first, as those Destroyers are coming across. Flying Machines trying to finish off some of those units. It should be able to finish off one Flying Machine. Another Flying Machine could get taken out. Death Knight very, very close to that next level. Is it going to be able to finish off anything here? Could finish off a Rifleman. Level 5 on the Death Knight. Level 3 Death Coil. Going to save a Destroyer, but for how long? That Destroyer has taken so much damage already, as the units now need to back away. All right, Destroyer trying to head back here. One Flying Machine getting taken down. Another Flying Machine could get taken down as well. It's trying to chase after that unit, and the Death Coil gets it in time once more. All right, there goes another Flying Machine. An Orb of Corruption on the Death Knight could switch everything, as 120 is somehow being able to hold off against this just a little bit. Death Knight, Obsidian statues are back over here. They could try to be giving additional mana. Death Knight now taking a lot of damage as the destroyers are, well, what can the destroyers really do? Death Knight now launching back in again, trying to chase after some units. No Death Coil on the Death Knight to try and save that unit as the destroyer, well, gets saved once more. The level 5 Death Knight living up to his threat, able to constantly save destroyer after destroyer as the destroyers are now, well, the flying machine now trying to go after that unit. Flying machine is going to be able to finish it off. No, too much healing once again as the units are now backing off. Level 5 Death Knight. Is it going to get to level 6? Even if it gets to level 6, all you would really benefit from is level 3 Unholy Aura. No, Animate Dead, you could perhaps get some of the Mortar Team skeletons as well, as you see a Water Elemental getting taken down. Meat Wagon finally joins in on the fight. That should have been there for quite some time, as you've had the Slaughterhouse in order to try and push back all of this damage. Death Knight now looking to head back here. Acolyte could get some additional repairs off once more. Thank you for the follow, 73 hit points, as the destroyer is going to go ahead, absorb some mana. Death Coil gets saved once more. Obsidian statue is trying to come back around the other way, as you see the Fire Lord taking a little bit too much damage again. All right, Meat Wagon joining in. There goes another Water Elemental, as you see that all of these Obsidian statues are in trouble, trying to clear out all of these trees. Perhaps the Meat Wagon could make a path in order to get through. Flying machines once again joining back in. However, the Nerubian Tower there to offer a bit of protection. Meat Wagon is right here. Death Knight with Unholy Aura at level 1, getting some additional regeneration on this Meat Wagon, as well as the skeletal minion's going to get taken out. Obsidian statue still trying to heal. Death Coil onto, well, the Mortar Team. Instant death. 300 hit point Death Coil, as the Death Knight now sitting at 35 mana and counting. All right, now heading back off to the north here. Gonna go straight after that Guard Tower. Guard Tower now pulling back. Do the destroyers have enough mana to engage? Units are now trying to pull back again. And you can see all of these towers are gonna cause problems. Ghoul now trying to head back here. Meat Wagon trying to engage. Destroyers are, is it gonna get saved again? Wow, yes it does. Down to 500 hit points. And that is just precious, precious time as the flying machines are actually chasing after units. 120 doing a great job holding off this attack as the Death Knight finishes off another rifleman. Death Knight sitting at level 5. Guard Tower going to get taken down, and 120 has stopped this siege at the 17-minute mark. All right, 120 coming back strong, and now is ready to perhaps get back into this game, as the Meat Wagon going to be making its way back out. Destroyers are here, ready to go. Death Knight, well, a destroyer very low on hit points. Another peasant going to get taken out. Death Knight very close to level 6. Yes? Hurry. Yep, these Obsidian statues turn into destroyers. Yes. All right. Altar of Kings trying to resurrect. This is not an easy thing to try and take out. As you can take a look, the Undead army, there's still a Meat Wagon off over here. Not quite sure why it's not joining in on the fight. It looks like 120 realized he was pounding sand, trying to take down a building with destroyers and all of these units. Instead, Flying Machine going to be able to get away. Death Knight still sitting at level 5, getting more mana. And he says to himself, you know what? Might as well try and use this opportunity for something. He can't engage right now. An additional Meat Wagon would be incredibly helpful, but perhaps getting web or other buildings as well. He needs another Ziggurat in order to train up any units as well. Meat Wagon still taking out these blacksmith buildings here as the Death Knight picks up, well, should be picking up some useful items, gets a Talisman of Evasion. All right, let's make a move out across here. Rifleman, perhaps taking down some of these towers. These towers should be ripe for the picking. Not quite sure why 120 is not going for them. Perhaps he wants to take down some gargantuan sea turtles instead, or catch the army in the open field. Oh no, flying machines finding those destroyers. Death Knight is going to be coming across here. Devour Magic going to be able to finish off all of those units in an instant. And the Archmage and the Fire Lord opening, well, you just kind of have to question it when there is now so many destroyers out onto the field. All right, Obsidian Statue taking a lot of damage. Needs to perhaps turn into a destroyer here. Death Knight is in position as the damage is starting to add back up. It could turn into a destroyer in just a second. Get healed back up as we see the giant sea turtle, well, taking a lot of damage. All right, level A giant sea turtle down to 53 hit points. Could try and lose this here in just a second. The meat wagon finally joining in on the fight, going to take down the arcane vault as the Death Knight goes after this. If the Death Knight got that orb of corruption earlier on, I believe this game 120 would have been able to track or get the hold down much more quickly, especially with that -5 armor that and the ability for the Death Knight to actually attack air. Death Knight is in fact at level 6. It is level 2 on Holy Aura. What did he get for his other ability as the Death Knight going to go ahead and Death Coil that low hit point destroyer that was an obsidian statue? All right, back across over here. Let's take a look. Units are getting chased down a bit. Firelord trying to get away. Death Knight moving across the field. Yes, it is only level 2 on Holy Aura. Level 3 would enable a faster catch-up as well as the Death Knight gets the target. Flying Machine's going to go ahead and engage there. Beautiful timing by Sock to know to engage right after the Death Coil, since the Death Knight will not be able to heal for at least a little while. Death Knight now coming back the other way, trying to focus down some of those units. Death Knight is right there, being forced to pull back as the Flying Machines, well, one round of attack just so powerful. Is the Death Knight perhaps going to get, well, upgrade to Halls of the Dead finally at the 21-minute mark? This is the second time he's doing so, as the Death Knight gonna perhaps catch some of these units off guard. Flying Machine's trying to get in there. No Panda. Oh, or we could get up. If we get a Panda, all of a sudden, things are gonna go really poorly for Sock. We are nearing, no, we are not even nearing Halls of the Dead. Still some time to go. Breath of Fire, however, will cause some major problems as the Death Knight still wandering around here. What was that level 6 ability? Did he actually get raised dead? All right. Lich was lost, so it was the Necropolis, so we had to keep using whatever units he had. Was the Lich actually... Maybe the Lich was out. I don't even remember now. Destroyer's going to go ahead and engage. Death Knight, Flying Machine going after those units there. Destroyers are in position here. Death Knight now trying to lead the army away. The meat wagon was taken down as the Flying Machine's able to pick apart some of these destroyers. Death Knight low on mana right now, unable to do very much as all of the units are still being healed up. All right, what is he doing? Taking down his own Acolyte in order to... Why is he... in order to get 5 more... five more or 5 supply total, perhaps be able to train up that additional hero. All right, Lich or Archmage now at level 4. Flying Machines are still out on the field. Destroyer is going to go after these units here. Perhaps the timing will be right. Low hit point Destroyer able to get away. Flying Machines still doing a bit of chasing, but, you know, blindly chasing and focus firing, not a good thing, as other units can still be dealing damage. Death Knight tries to get a little bit of a steal off, unable to do so, as the Fire Lord now at 3. Sock is coming back strong with now a level 4 Archmage and a level 3. And a level 3 Fire Lord. All right, let's take a look at this. Altar of Darkness, not training up anything as of yet. Death Knight, still low on mana, could perhaps be getting some Death Coils off onto all of those units. This is still a crazy, crazy matchup as the Fire Lord and Archmage combination getting very strong, but using summons, a summon army against all of this, not that great. Flying Machine's going to be flying back around here. There are destroyers here ready to go. There is the engagement, trying to chase down some of those low hit point units. Going to go ahead and purposely pull them back. Did any of them get it taken down? Breath of Fire finding some of those targets already. That is going to be the problem as the destroyers are going to try and engage. The destroyers, are they going to get taken down? It looks as though it was taken down right there as they're still trying to fight it back up. Breath of Fire goes after another, and the Flying Machines are starting to get blown out of the sky, literally. Death Knight still here, low on mana though. Are they going to be able to catch up and get some easy kills? Death Knight sitting at level 6, going after a Rifleman. Rifleman down to 77 hit points. Panda, Breath of Fire, finishes off one Rifleman, and now the other one looks ripe for the Death Coiling. Oh, does not Death Coil it. Death Knight should perhaps be backing off. Give more mana to the Panda. No, Panda will get to level 2 anyways. Death Knight does decide to back off finally, as we are looking at only Halls of the Dead. We are getting up a Slaughterhouse, trying to get up more Destroyers. Panda is finally sitting at level 2, picks up a Potion of Greater Mana, which is exactly what he needs. This battle still going on strong. 120 with a beautiful hold, and now trying to finish it off with one of the best comebacks I would see after what looked like a successful tower attempt. Panda sitting at level 2, Obsidian Statues, replenishing that mana. If that Panda gets to level 3, those Flying Machines are going to have a very difficult time staying in the air as an expansion is now up for Sock. All right, a couple of turtles are all that is left. Is the panda going to get to level 3 here? Not with the Death Knight stealing some of that experience right there. The corner creep camps are also very, very easy targets since there is, in fact, well, I believe it's Bloodlust that the destroyers can devour. All right, here we go. In comes the attack. Scout Tower number 1 taken down. Guard Tower going to get taken down as well. Panda is in the position to try and save all of those destroyers. Panda is right there. Flying machines now actually have to do evasive maneuvers. Cannot just simply fly in after those destroyers. The panda staying relatively close. And if that panda gets to level 3, Breath of Fire. Oh, no Breath of Fire. The unit's backed off just in time. Death Coil finishes off a rifleman as the panda gets to level 3. Level 3 on the panda. Breath of Fire does get some of those flying machines. Are they going to get taken down? In comes the battle. Death Knight does get a Death Coil, does save it, and it looks like 120 is going to win.
Daddy, because of the army.
Because of the army?
Because of the army of destroyers.
Yeah, army of destroyers backed up with the panda and those flying machines. That Breath of Fire. Once it got to level 3. It is a highly recommended, I think. Yeah, that was a great game. That was really, really good. I enjoyed casting it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Yeah, that was a beautiful, beautiful hold, classic strategy. And 120 ultimately also with the larger army. Yeah. I think hands down, if you told me 120 would win in the beginning, I would bet you $1,000 that he wouldn't. Yeah, that was tough. That was a great game. Get some breath. They're saying Daddy talked too much. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like it if you guys are on YouTube. Thumbs up. Whatever it takes. Thank you for the cheer, YKJ. I'm definitely going to be able to get my camera once the new month rolls around. I'll be able to order it in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Wow, that was a 4 GB video. All right, time to upload.